makes a curriculum Charlotte Mason? There are so many out there, from CM Purist to CM Inspired. What do you look for? In this video, I'll give you 5 questions to ask yourself when choosing a Charlotte Mason curriculum for your homeschool. Hello there, I'm Rachel with the Charlotte Mason Plenary. In my last video about Charlotte's principle number 7, the idea that education is a discipline, we ran across a quote where Charlotte says that intellectual habits can easily be developed simply by following a Charlotte Mason curriculum. Here's what Charlotte said. We need not labor to get children to learn their lessons. That, if we would believe it, is a matter which nature takes care of. Let the lessons be of the right sort, and children will learn them with delight. The call for strenuousness comes with the necessity of forming habits, but here again we are relieved. The intellectual habits of the good life form themselves in the following out of the due curriculum in the right way. So first she says follow the curriculum, and then second she says to do it in the right way. Now let's look at each one of those separately. First, the curriculum. Now Charlotte's curriculum consisted of many subjects for each individual form, and forms were like grade levels. Form 1 was for grades 1 through 3, Form 2, grades 4 through 6, Form 3, grades 7 and 8, Form 4 was grade 9, and Form 5 was grades 10 and 11, with 12th grade being Form 6. So every year, the curriculum for each school year would get printed on a program published by the PNEU, or the Parents National Educational Union. And if you were a school or a family enrolled in Charlotte's PNEU, you would get a program mailed to you at the beginning of each term or semester. The program would list every single subject in a given form. It would list all the books that you would need to use and the page numbers to be read, and it would also have some instructional comments about how to teach each subject. And then in the back, they even had exam questions. You can see some examples of some of Charlotte's programs over on the Plenary website if you'd like. So the first question to ask yourself when evaluating a CM curriculum is, does it follow Charlotte's programs? In other words, does it incorporate all of the subjects that Charlotte assigned to each form in the programs? Not just subjects like history or literature or geography, but other subjects too, like handicrafts, music study, nature study, citizenship, which included Plutarch, folk songs. These are the types of subjects that get left out if a curriculum isn't following the programs. So it's important to evaluate a curriculum based on what subjects are included. But what about Charlotte's second part of her statement about doing the curriculum the right way? Here she's talking about the method. There is but one right way, that is, children must do the work for themselves. They must read the given pages and tell what they have read. They must perform the act of knowing. And that's question number 2. Does it follow Charlotte's method of education? So is it apparent that the creators of the curriculum have actually read Charlotte's volumes? Do they understand her method? And does it allow the student to do the work themselves without the teacher getting in the way? The students have to make their own connections. Also, does it allow the student to perform the act of knowing, or narration, which is such a crucial part of the Charlotte Mason method? And here's question number 3. Does it incorporate the use of living books with narration? Because you cannot tell what you don't know. That's the whole basis for using narration. And you can't narrate if you don't use living books. Now you've probably heard a lot of talk about living books in CM circles, and this is a point that usually gets confused with literature-based learning. Now literature-based is not the same thing as CM. In fact, Charlotte only scheduled 1 or 2 literature books per semester, and those books her students read very slowly. And the same thing is true with books for other subjects. They did not fly through book after book after book. Her method of slow reading allows the student to sit with what they've read, to ponder it, to think about it. The student needs time to assimilate their readings, which brings me to question number 4. Does it follow Charlotte's scheduling, the frequency and length of lessons? Now, frequency of lessons refers to the scheduling of books, the time in between readings. Now, Charlotte's students did read a lot of books, but they only usually read a book once, maybe twice per week. So, if you see a curriculum that's scheduling a book more than once or twice a week, say every day, then you know that that curriculum is not taking into account Charlotte's method of slow and deliberate reading. And my next point is length of lessons. Now, Charlotte was a big believer in short lessons, and this is to ensure that the child can attend or pay attention to the lesson without fatiguing. This keeps the brain fresh and focused. Now, students in Form 1, their lessons were anywhere from just 5 minutes long to 20 minutes long maximum, no more than 20 minutes. And Charlotte always said that you should always watch the child rather than the clock to let you know when it was time for the lesson to end. And that brings me to my next question, and probably the most important question of all. Does the curriculum fit your family? So does a curriculum look like it would fit your family, or can you tweak it to make it fit? Or better yet, does it give you the tools to customize it so that it does fit your family? Now, over the years, I've tried a few different CM curriculum, but I always came back to creating my own curriculum for my children, and you can do the same thing. After all, you know your children best, and that's why I created the Charlotte Mason Your Way curriculum form guides, to give you the tools that you need to create a custom curriculum for your family. Now, each guide is divided by forms, and they walk you through 3 very important steps. Step 1 is the overview of subjects and walks you through Charlotte's programs for that form. It shows you exactly what subjects were taught and what books were used, as well as info and instructions on how to teach each subject. Step number 2 is the Charlotte Mason Your Way quiz, which shows you how to customize your curriculum and your schedule to fit your family's needs. And step 3 walks you through creating a custom schedule and getting it down on paper, a schedule that will set you up for success. Then there's an unofficial bonus step number 4 that helps you select the living books and resources that you will need for your custom curriculum. The Charlotte Mason method really is about simplicity and beauty, and that should be reflected in the curriculum. You should not feel like you are overwhelmed or pressured or feel like you're drowning in a Charlotte Mason curriculum. Whether you decide to use a pre-made curriculum or create one of your own, it should bring beauty and simplicity and relaxation into your homeschool. It should bring less stress and more joy. Now, I've always felt that with a Charlotte Mason education, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. All these pieces, like a puzzle, work together to give our children a broad and generous curriculum. After all, the question is not how much does the youth know when he has finished his education, but how much does he care, and about how many orders of things does he care. In fact, how large is the room in which he finds his feet set, and therefore how full is the life he has before him. We all want to give our children the best education and the fullest life possible. And that's why no matter what you choose, it will be the right choice for your family at this time. And those choices are going to change and grow over time, as life always does. I hope you found this video helpful and encouraging to you, and I've made a checklist of the 5 questions for you to download over at the Plenary website. I'll put a link in the description. Now, if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And please be sure to click that little bell so that you get notified about each new video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to chat with you soon.